Ellie and the Sky Gardens one breezy morning. Ellie noticed a ladder of shimmering blocks rising from the far edge of her village. It seemed to stretch endlessly into the clouds, each step sparkling like sunlight on water. Villagers whispered of the Sky Gardens, a hidden world above the clouds where flowers could sing and waterfalls painted rainbows in the air. Her heart raced with excitement. She packed a small satchel of bread, her lantern, and a feather shed found on a rare white parrot. At the base of the ladder, she hesitated for a moment, then placed her foot on the first glowing step. It felt warm and solid, as if the sky itself welcomed her. Step after step she climbed, the village shrinking below, until it looked like a tiny mosaic. A cool wind rushed past her cheeks, carrying scents of honey and mint. At last she emerged through a layer of mist into a breathtaking sight, islands of grass and flowers floating in the sky, connected by glowing bridges. Waterfalls cascaded from one island to another, forming rainbows that arched between them. Ellie took a deep breath. The air was light and sweet, and somewhere ahead she heard a faint melody, soft voices like flowers singing in harmony. She smiled, feeling the adventure begin. Ellie stepped onto the nearest floating island. The grass blocks here glowed faintly under her boots, and strange flowers with crystalline petals opened as she passed, releasing gentle chimes instead of scents. She followed the melody deeper into the Sky Gardens, where winding paths of light connected one island to another like a spider web of rainbows. At the heart of the second island, she found a circle of enormous blossoms, each taller than she was. In the middle sat a small creature made entirely of swirling pollen, a petal sprite. Its wings fluttered nervously as it tugged at a vine wrapped tightly around its stem-like leg. The vine pulsed like it was alive, tightening whenever the sprite moved. Ellie set down her lantern and spoke softly. "Don't worry, I'll help you." She used her wooden knife to cut the vine carefully. As soon as it snapped, the vine dissolved into harmless sparkles. The petal sprite twirled around her, scattering golden dust that made her feel lighter and stronger. In her hands appeared a glowing sky seed, warm and pulsing like a heartbeat. The sprite sang a note so pure it made the bridges of light tremble. A stairway of shimmering leaves unfolded ahead, leading to the highest island. Ellie knew this was the path to the heart of the Sky Gardens. She thanked the sprite and began to climb, the sky seed glowing brighter with each step. The final island floated higher than all the rest, half hidden in a halo of mist. As Ellie stepped onto its surface, the singing stopped. At the center stood a massive tree, whose trunk was made of transparent wood, its branches weaving a dome overhead. The tree's roots spread across the island, but many were dry and cracked. A gentle voice echoed from within the trunk. "Child of Earth, the gardens fade without care. Share what you have brought." Ellie held up the sky seed. It pulsed faster, as if answering the tree's plea. She knelt at the base of the roots and planted the seed into the soil. Instantly, light streamed from her hands into the ground. The roots glowed, spreading color and life back through the tree. Flowers all around began to sing again, and waterfalls brightened, throwing rainbows across the sky. The tree's voice softened. "Because you listened and helped, the Sky Gardens will bloom for another age." A gentle gust lifted Ellie and carried her toward the ladder of light. The petal sprite fluttered beside her, scattering dust like falling stars. When Ellie descended back into her village, the ladder of light dissolved behind her, leaving only a single feather and a petal of glowing crystal in her palm. She smiled, knowing she had been part of something magical and that kindness had made it possible.